Hello, this is Patrick Boyd Multihulls, and we're showing you the 37-foot catamaran Rapid Fancies. We're here in Cardiff Marina on a cool day in May, and this design is from Holland, the Netherlands originally, and she's a lovely boat. We sold her originally, and I've known this boat since new, and she's very Shuttleworth-like in looks and appearance, has good performance, and is ideally suited for two couples to go cruising, or one couple. She has plenty of carrying capacity, a good performance rig, as you can see there, and unusually she has a self-tacking jib. You see the track on the deck there. Nice plumb bows for maximising the waterline length. She's undergoing a bit of a refit at the moment, and this boat will need some work to be done, and I'll point out those bits and pieces as we go. But here are the boat builders from Drachten in Holland. She's a Nimble 36.3, and here is the view of the boat on the stern. There's those nice sugar scoop sterns, and you see the rudder shafts and connecting bar are exposed, so very easy access to those. That's what the cockpit looks like. There's a bimini awning that goes over the cockpit as well. And she has these round portholes which are needing replacing because they're suffering a bit of sun damage. Nice lazy bag system for the mainsail, and a very easy boat to sail single-handed because of the self-tacking jib, of course. So let's go aboard and see what she looks like from on deck and from inside. Here we are, Rapid Fancies. Right, we're now in the cockpit of Rapid Fancies, looking down on the port transom, and slow pan around as the mast for radar and radio antennas. Stern lights on that mast as well. Pushpet, stainless steel. Looking along the decks, they're being jet washed off at the moment. There's the engine controls and the steering, which is hydraulic with autopilot. Engine instruments down here on the left, and there's a placement for a cockpit chair just here. There's work going on. The covers over these round portholes, there's 16 of them all together on the boat that need to be replaced. The sun's got to them a bit, and the cockpit floor is coming up at the moment to reveal the floor underneath, which is the original floor. It's a full track on the mainsail, 6-to-1 Harken block. You've got main sheet and/or spinnaker winches here and here. One's self-tailer, one's not. I'm not sure why. We've got full set of Dana instruments here and autopilot controls. This is the view from the helm. This is me at 6'3", so I guess normally sort of here. Or you can stand up and steer, and you get a very good view of the boat from here. There's the port bow, looking around, starboard bow. See the solar panels on the coach roof. There's the starboard side of the boat. You can see the starboard transom, and of course the port transom. So it's a very good position for manoeuvring. Let's wander off across the deck, which is very easy to walk along through the rigging. You can see there's a locker covered up at the moment, filler caps for fresh water. This is an anchor locker here, a big locker there. net trampoline across the boat with a walkway in the front. You see there's an anchor roller there as well. She doesn't have an anchor winch. It's pulled up with a mechanical grabbing device, but that's one addition you could easily make, is an electric anchor winch. Going over to the starboard bow, everything beautifully rounded, properly done. Here's the view back from the starboard bow. So she has a very lovely line off this boat. Everything beautifully rounded, lovely and cedar. So there's the Angel Striker. And walking back along the starboard hull, centre cleats, which are always nice to have. Here you can see the radius of the self-tacker with a head sail. Self-tailing winches on the mast, which is a good thing, and you see these folding mast steps, and it looks like she's got a jammer for the main halyard, and a self-tailer here with some more jammers down below. Right, let's go back along the starboard side. All sorts of lead blocks everywhere. This boat's designed to be sailed. I actually think this boat, once the work has been done, will make an excellent long-distance cruising boat for, say, a couple. She's got the capacity to carry stuff and people and supplies, but has a lot of space inside. She's amazingly roomy for the size of boat she has. Definitely could be a world cruiser, this one. Okay, so there's the cockpit. So let's have a look down below. Rapid fancies again, and we're heading down below to look at the accommodation and the internals of the boat. So into the saloon, which has a very light, airy feel about it, and she's built with a sort of slightly minimalistic approach to the interior. You know, not lots of finished wooden cupboards and liners to the hull. So everything's nicely done in the West System tradition, with proper filleting and epoxy finishes and so on. So here's the chart table on the starboard side, and you probably noticed there's a very nice Yeoman chart plotter, full-size chart plotter. These things are wonderful. If you've used them, you'll know what I mean. Various instruments, sort of weather information there, Garmin GPS, that's looking like wind speed instruments and depth. Here is the fuse panel. This is the gas heater control, and we have a safety alarm there, which I think is for gas. Water tank instrumentation as well. Easily sit 6 people at this table, and you notice the table has these support posts here and here. It will drop down, and there are infill cushions for it, so this can become one huge sort of bed area. Okay, let's have a look, see. Oh, incidentally, all the lights are, these lights are LEDs. Let's have a look, see, down in the starboard hull. And first of all, we're going to the galley. Now, I don't know if the camera can work. Yes, it can work here. So what we've got is 2 stainless steel sinks and stainless steel cooker, gas heater for water. There was a fridge that went here, but it's due to have another one. I've said to the owner, don't bother, because people tend to fit what they like, and in the meantime he's got this one, which is a portable refrigeration unit. But you could put a 12-volt DC fridge in there, and that will run off the solar panels very easily. Interestingly enough, the stove is gimbaled fore and aft. How about that for differentness? So if you're pitching into a heavy sea, you can shut the stove down. And lots of portholes, good ventilation. There's a hatch up there, and you'll notice that the flooring is done with a lovely teak and holly finish here. Now, the two double cabins aft, this one has the top off so you can see the engine installation. So if we go into the starboard aft stateroom, there are the berths, cushions stacked up, and here we have a single cylinder Volvo engine. And there's a great talk about engines should be more powerful, but the boat is so easily driven, you don't need a lot of power to drive this boat. And these are incredibly economic, so you can do vast distances on one engine if you wish. So definitely Trans-Pacific stuff there. Stainless steel fuel tank, and this I don't know if you can see this, but this forward cover for the engine compartment will lift out, so you've got a huge amount of access area. It's very easy to work on these engines, very easy indeed. And you see what I mean by the minimalistic approach to the cutout for the cubby holes. Lots and lots of storage space like that. Going over into the porthole now. A Sailor VHF radio. So originally the boat was built to a very high specification, as you can see. There's a Garmin chart plotter that goes here. It's not on board at the moment. Now this is a kind of differentness. This side of the boat is the shower and head in here. The head is, would you believe, a porcelain electric loo. It works very well. The ladies would love that. Bilge pump on the left. This is a pedestal for the old loo, and that's going to be taken out. And here is the stainless steel sink and shower arrangement. So, not shower, just the stainless steel sink, cupboards. And here we see a port aft stateroom, a huge double bed. I mean, you can almost sleep in this thing sideways, or lengthways, you choose. It does taper towards the stern slightly. Very nice view off the stern windows. And you've got opening portholes to the cockpit, so you can pass out the pina coladas to the helmsman, obviously. And opening portholes on the outside of the hull. So with some clever ducting, you know, you can get the air flowing through this boat very, very easily. Here's a view of the saloon from the starboard companionway, and you'll notice that this boat has also an escape hatch here underneath the steps. So this step lifts out and you can access the escape hatch. I believe there's one on the other side as well. I didn't check. So this is the M&M Nimble catamaran. I personally like this boat an enormous amount and can recommend it very highly. She needs work doing, and that's reflected in the price. So if you want to know about the work that needs to be done, that will be covered in a separate video. So here you are, Rapid Fancies, based in Cardiff, ready for sale right now.